Okay, this is Howard Walensky for Skype, and I'm speaking here with Silvia Tolisano down at the Episcopal Day School in Jacksonville, Florida. And Silvia, what is it that you do at the school? You're more than just a teacher.
Yeah, I'm the technology integration facilitator,
Mm-hmm.
and I work with all our teachers and resource teachers in integrating technology into the classroom and helping the teachers share the content area with their students through technology.
Just so listeners will know, the sound in the background is not traffic going by, but that's servers. So you're surrounded by technology, right?
That's right.
Okay. And so how does Skype fit into your program there?
About 3 years ago, we started a global studies program at the school where we have faculty physically traveling across the world and, well, on different trips. And through Skype, we have been able to video conference back to our students. And it has had a major impact of, for example, being in Costa Rica just last October, of being able to Skype while showing them out of the window. We were right in front of the volcano, and that relates to study and science for the students. So it has had a major impact of making it real for our students.
I'm curious, which volcano was that?
Arenal. It was the Arenal volcano.
Yes, I've been there as well. So
it was pretty neat.
But you've also started another program around the world with 80 schools.
Exactly.
And that, am I wrong? That does not require your teachers to be traveling. You're trying to connect with classrooms around the world.
Exactly. We the Around the World with 80 schools. The idea was to be able to use not make a huge project. In a sense where students are going to spend weeks and taken out of their classroom content, but just have a quick in and out. And the challenge that we have set ourselves is to find 80 schools around the world within the next 6 months and connect with them through Skype in conversations not longer than 5 minutes. And try to connect ahead of the phone call to know where those schools are, and also deciding as a class, what do we want to share with the school that we are connecting with? What is something that, a school in Australia might want to know about our school in Florida? And this just became last Sunday. I blogged about it and created a Google form for interested parties to sign up, and we've had a tremendous response.
So far, so you just really started within this week?
Within 5 days ago.
5 days ago, and how many teachers have signed up, and how many schools?
We have over 65 teachers that have signed up, and I believe at this point that is 57 schools in total of 16 countries.
So what are some of the countries you're going to be connecting with?
We have, the majority of the schools are in the United States, but we have several schools in China, in Thailand, India. We've just had a school from the island of Madeira in Portugal signing up this morning. Scotland, England, New Zealand, Australia, Estonia, Bulgaria, and in South America we have Peru and Argentina. And then, of course, can't forget our northern neighbors in Canada.
That's pretty exciting. So what can you cover in 5 minutes? Are you just going to be saying hello, or are you going to be learning about what the countries are like, and how are you going to handle language differences?
Well, the language difference is really not that big of a problem, because so far what I have seen, the schools that are in different countries are American schools or international schools where the primary language is English. For some of the other schools, hopefully I'm trilingual. I speak Spanish and German as well. And so with those languages, I could help out if we get some more countries in Latin America that might not speak English. And what are we going to do? Yes, the idea is to say hello to possibly for the lower grades. We're talking the 4- and 5-year-olds. Maybe sing a song together, a song that they have, they know, a popular song. Play a game. We've had one teacher that signed up. When accepting he sent me a message saying, just be aware, we Skype a lot, and we have, our tradition is to play rock, paper, scissors at every beginning of every Skype conference. And I guess out of 3, the loser has to send some cookies to the other school.
Oh, well, it sounds like fun.
Yes, so there's a lot of different things, but it's not all about it's really just making the connection of showing the students how small our world has become with technology and with programs like Skype, that you can just spur of the moment, meet somebody, we're learning about your country, can you tell me really quick this? We were wondering if it's really that hot, are you really on summer break now? We're in the winter. Those kind of questions. And it can be taken anywhere when, it depends what the teacher, how the teachers are preparing their students ahead of time. So, for example, we are also collecting authentic data for a weather unit, for example. We plan on asking, could you tell us exactly how hot it is today in your country, in where in your state, if we're talking to somebody in the United States. And we are going to collect that data, and then later on, math teachers will be using that to integrate that into their teaching.
Have you had your first session yet, or when does it get started?
I have not. From the 80 schools, we have not. I'm trying to wait until we get the 80 schools. We are, like I said, we're up to 57 at this point. If I do not get that until next week, we're going to start charting our course and start probably with the schools in the United States and make our way around the Northern Hemisphere first, simply because our Southern Hemisphere partners, they're still on summer break and will not be returning to school until probably, I believe Australia comes back in February, and Argentina and Peru, they don't come back until March.
And again, children from which grades, or is it all grades, will be participating?
All grades will be participating. I'm going to try to match up kindergartners with kindergartners, but we're going to have some schools are 8th graders, some we have, we have Israel, also a high school in Israel has signed up, so they will be connecting with another grade level, and I don't know which one it will be. This will most likely depend on time difference and when we will be able to connect.
Right. It isn't just language, it's time.
Right.
So, I mean, are there certain countries... Well, like I did an interview with somebody in Afghanistan recently, and I had to get up at 3 in the morning to do it.
Right.
So
that is the main concern. Language, really, I never thought that was such a big problem. The time difference with Thailand, for example, is 12 hours. And no matter how we're going to twist and turn this, we will never be at the same time at school together. So the idea is going to be with probably the schools in Europe where it is possible that we're going to get here really early or stay later. We're going to have some picnic dinners here in our computer lab where the kids, the parents can drop off the children, and then we're going to do some Skype calls, and then they will be picked up at at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And we also are considering having a sleepover party, a lock-in party here at the school, especially for Australia and New Zealand and China, where we're going to be staying up, just throwing a sleeping bag down and camping mattresses and just, as the night falls, connect with schools that are able to, that are waking up across the globe.
Well, listen, Silvia, I think that's great, and I hope that we can stay in touch with each other on this. Maybe I can get a little bit of a progress report and spread the word.
Well, great. Thank you for having me and for spreading the word. If you can pass it on to Skype Europe and especially Skype Africa, we're still looking for schools in Africa to connect with us.
I'll do what I can. So
thank you so much.
I'll be in touch. Thanks. Bye now.
Okay. Bye-bye.